Thank you, sir. Now we are going to see the characteristics of static negative sequence relay. This is another experiment. So what is the prime aim of this experiment is to study the performance of the static negative sequence relay. For that we are using a kit, which kit means negative sequence current relay kit, then negative phase sequence current relay kit. We are using one rheostat which is rating of 600 ohms 1.5 amps, and we are using induction motor of 415 volts 1.1 amps, then as usual connecting wires. The main aspect is with respect to the negative sequence relay is made to respond for the flow of zero sequence current. This is one aspect. And another one second important aspect is a relay which has a filter circuit which is responds only to the negative sequence component. This is the major point of this experiment. The observation is with reference to the static negative sequence relay, or we are observing the time remains constant. That is the main important point of this experiment. Time remains constant with the increasing of the fault severity. With the increase of the fault severity, when the phase sequence is changed or remain unchanged. This is the ultimate final observation of this experiment. Then this is the circuit diagram. What the experiment we are going to do, this is the circuit diagram. We are connecting the circuit diagram starting from the three phases supply. Here CT1, CT2, CT3 will be there. The fuse and the motor, what we have been told, the induction motor of 415 1.5 amps will be connected here. In between we are connecting a rheostat of how much value? 600 ohms and 1.5 amps. With this only the relay under the test. That kit will be connected which possesses the control unit and the time internal meter along with the static negative relay. This is the order of the circuit diagram. This will be performed within a few minutes, and the observation has been made. Observation has been made with IR, IY, IB 31 and with respect to the what is the time and whether the condition is balanced or unbalanced with the phase sequence changed or not. With reference to that, we have to monitor the unbalanced current. Finally, we have to draw a graph between the balanced current and the time characteristics. So these characteristics curve will reveal about the performance of the negative sequence relay. So it will be not like previous experiment, it won't rise to upward direction. Normally the curve will become in a flat mode after you are plotting the values between the unbalanced current and the with reference to the time. Thank you, sir. Over to sir.
So here we can observe the connections of this experiment. Similarly, we have seen in previous experiments, same thing only here also. We are having start button, stop button, set modes, test mode. At the same time, CT1, CT2, CT3, three currents, I1, I2, I3, and here is the meter, time interval meter. Here our experiment relay is negative sequence relay. This one is testing kit and this one is our relay circuit. Here our relay operates for two conditions. Those are, one is for unbalanced condition and one more is whenever negative sequence current flows, then our relay will operate. So first we have to check, we have to test first condition. Whenever unbalanced created, then our relay will be operated. So how you create unbalance means here, that's why that purpose only we are using one rheostat that is connected in first phase. In first phase, here you can observe that one. Here we are connected in first phase. Here you can observe this one. Okay, RYB. Now the kit is in sequence, RYB sequence. Here from source side or in load side, both are in sequence, RYBN, RYBN. So now the kit is ready to test. Okay, and in balanced condition. Now this one is healthy condition, so no need to operate our relay circuit. So here we can observe. Switch on the power supply. Okay, then start the session.
Side. This side.
Okay, here now all are in zero condition position, balanced condition. Next you have to start the three-phase induction motor, that is in balanced condition. Now the system is in healthy condition. Then go for start. Here, so you can observe the phase currents are almost same, that is in balanced condition. That's why our relay is not operating. Here we can observe when the fault creates, on that time our relay will be tripped. Okay, here we can see. Okay, next coming to, okay, this one is balanced condition. Next I have to create fault, is nothing but unbalanced condition. To create that unbalance, here I am using this rheostat. Here you can observe here I am creating the fault unbalance. Here 0.46, here 0.78, here 0.6. So unbalanced currents are flowing. That's why our relay operated. Okay, how much time it will taken for this tripping? Here same thing, you have to stop and reset and keep in test mode. Here we can observe the time taken for tripping. So again start. Unbalanced condition we are saying start. Here we can observe. So here 3.11 second is taken for tripping. Okay, next we have to increase severity, fault severity. So for that purpose again same. Here stop, reset and keep in set mode. So again I kept in zero position. Again for next reading, to take next reading, again start. Now balancing condition, I have to create the fault more than previous case. So that's why I am increasing severity level. Here we can observe previous time just we have seen 0.45, here now 0.35, 0.83 and 0.67. Okay, so our relay operated. So then to note down the time, again stop, reset the thing and again keep in test mode, again start. You can observe here. So the same time taken for this condition also. So 3 seconds. That's why this one is called as constant time differential relay. Okay, again next to go to next reading, again stop, reset and keep in set mode, and this one is in minimum position. Have to increase severity level. One more reading is have to note. So same thing, start button, have to create the fault. So you can observe more than previous case. You can observe these 3 readings. Again we have to note down the time taken to trip the circuit. Again stop, reset and keep in test mode. Then again start. We can observe the time. So what we are observing is, so whatever the severity of the fault, our relay will operate for 3 seconds only. 3 seconds only. Okay, now we have seen for unbalanced condition. Now we have to check for phase sequence condition. Our relay operates in negative sequence also. Our relay will be operating. So again stop, reset, set mode, have to keep in minimum position. Now we have to check for phase sequence. That's why to check that one we have to switch off the power supply. Then move here. I am changing the sequence of these phases. Okay, I am changing here. I have changed the sequence of phases. Here you can observe here Y, R, B, N. and have changed these two. So now you have to test the relay circuit. So then switch on the power supply. Okay, now the condition of the system is negative phase sequence. So again same procedure to test the relay circuit. Here start the procedure. Here we can observe I have changed in source side negative sequences Y, R, B, N like that. Now we can observe start. Here we can observe. So tripled. So why? Because here we are changing sequence of the phase. Okay. Then we have to note down the reading of the time taken to trip the circuit is. For that purpose again stop, reset the thing and keep in test mode. To note down the time, here again have to start. Note down the readings and the time. So the time taken for that one is 3 seconds. Is one value is enough for this condition. So again you can change any phase, no problem. In source side or load side. Stop, again reset and keep in set mode. Switch off the power supply. So according to that table you can calculate the you can see here. Okay, we have noted IR, IY, IB is nothing but three phases currents and a time, and note down the condition that is in balanced condition or unbalanced condition, or phases are in sequence or not. Have to note down here. Then have to calculate unbalanced current. Okay, after that you have to draw the graph between time versus unbalanced current. Here we know for every times, okay, the relay operates for constant time. That's why we are getting the graph like this. Okay, please draw that all the things and conclude the experiment. Write down the result. So here the time remains constant with the increase of fault severity when phase sequences are changed or create unbalanced. Thank you.